Hey guys, howdy ho. So I was perusing through a group on Facebook this morning, and I was in a group that's dedicated to converting school buses into RVs and people living in them. And someone posted a link to an article about the government shutdown and how trash is beginning to pile up, my nose itches, in the national parks, and the bathrooms are getting dirty. And some yahoo immediately had to take it to a political level. Now this group is explicitly non-political, so I don't know what possessed them to think they could do that. There is a lot of trash building up on public lands right now. And I think if this shutdown goes on for very long, nomadic people, especially those like my wife and I, who, well, we intend to intentionally live in a vehicle. Not homeless, but houseless. Those among us who appreciate the ability to go onto public lands and camp there will step up to the plate. In fact, last week alone, hundreds of nomadic people gathered in the desert outside of Ehrenberg, Arizona, fanned out over hundreds of acres of desert, and cleaned up mountains of trash. I think they filled 2 or 3 of the big construction dumpsters and had a whole bunch of extra. There was a boat, several derelict cars. They hauled all that off. All the tires went to someone building an earthship home. People in the nomadic community will step up and take care of the situation. But to go political on the issue, my hope is to get people to stop thinking what they've been told to think. So I read this person's comment, and I decided I'd check it out and see if they were really relating what is really going on in Seattle or not. And over the course of the morning, I've watched several dozen videos on tent cities and homeless people in Seattle. And I could not find anything to substantiate their assertion.
What's your puppy's name?
Poppy.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Poppy for puppy. Poppy. What is that, huh?
And your name is?
I'm Brandon.
Thank you for calling 223. This is Alonzo. How can I help you? I put myself here. Had some difficulties in life, like everybody does, and my way of getting away from it was to draw sheets.
I don't think you introduced yourself on camera.
My name's Alonzo.
Alonzo. And your last name?
Sorry, Alonzo.
Just Alonzo.
I can give you a tour of the camp. Okay. Real quick. Me and my husband actually moved here due to the death of my daughter. And I was pregnant with another child at the time. I gave birth to her, and she lived 27 minutes.
And where were you from originally? You said
Florida.
Florida. And what brought you all the way to Seattle?
Delta.
Delta.
Delta brought me up here.
So I wanted to be out of New Orleans. I didn't want to be there no more. And I needed some other place. My husband's sister lives up here, so she was like, just come up here.
Got it. Yeah.
I miss the food. That's the only thing I miss about back home is I miss my food.
The gumbo and what's your favorite?
I love jambalaya.
Jambalaya? Oh,
Yeah, which I can make it from scratch, but unfortunately you can't do it here.
I have ADHD, slow learning disability. I was born with a hole in my heart. Quite a few other things, I'd rather not.
That's okay.
Yeah, discuss, but that's the gist of it so far.
That's where you stay.
Yeah.
You've been here how many months now?
My first house was destroyed during Hurricane Katrina, and I never got the little bit of money that I got of Hurricane Katrina. I just turned around and purchased another home from that, and then I ended up and had to sell it to make sure my daughter was put away appropriately. And that caused me to go through some mental issues for a while. So when I came here, I like helping other people. So this was a way that I could keep my mind off what was done happened to me within this past year to help someone else.
Please, folks, think outside the box. It doesn't matter what color someone's skin is or where they were born. My guess is that most of the trash being left on public lands right now is coming from redneck middle class white Americans, mostly white. The ratios that I found in the homeless tent cities in Seattle were pretty much on par with, the demographics of the United States. Most of the trash is being left by local, middle-class rednecks who don't care because Monday morning they're going to go back to their cul-de-sac, mow their lawn 3 or 4 times a week, set up a lawn chair in their garage and drink beer while they watch the kiddies play in the street. Think outside the box, folks. Don't believe what you've been told.